Hi guys. I was gonna eat my grapes, but not really. So I have 30 minutes to speak to you guys. Fuck. Oh, I think that celebrity culture is just insane to me nowadays. I'm so parasocial and it's so normalized. One thing I will say is I don't like the way that we treat celebrities, and to me it's so normalized that in my brain I feel like I can't help but have parasocial relationships with these celebrities. Like, everyone's putting a camera up to a celebrity's face, everyone's recording things they shouldn't be recording. Even like movie theaters, I know that's been something that people have been doing since like the end of time. Oh, I thought someone said a racial slur outside my window because you could literally hear people running out. But they said a raccoon, not the other word that I thought was a racial slur. Someone called me that in middle school, I think. Then I got made fun of it by a light-skinned man for not knowing. If you don't know, you're lucky. But if you're a YouTuber, and even if you're not a YouTuber, if you're a content creator, I'm struggling to show my authentic side of myself on YouTube. Best way to do it is just talk about shit that I like. I'm obsessed with romance, rom-coms, all things romance. I'm fearful for romance myself, especially men. I don't know why, as of recently, I think it's because of social media, or women have had these scary encounters with men. When a man comes up to me and asks for my number, I feel like I can't reject them. I don't know if any other woman has experienced this. I get scared that I'm gonna get attacked or like punched in the face, or like something bad is gonna happen to me if I reject men. So just like, okay, here's my number. I just get so scared. Like, I feel like paralyzed almost with anxiety that I can't even come up with like a answer. Like, oh my gosh, like I have a boyfriend or whatever. My friend was like, you can say no. And I'm like, oh. But my brain feels like I can't. Like, my brain tells me not to say no, but my friends are like, you can. And I'm like, you're right. Like, I need to be more of a girl boss or whatever. It's scary out here, y'all. Like, men are just terrifying to me. The things that they think about, the things that they say to their friends, like, I just don't understand men at all. Oh no. I hope I don't fall. Sorry, taking off. Something I realized is I feel like men bring out the pick me in myself naturally. The ways of like, I feel like when I'm in a space where I'm around men, I just generally feel like I have to just agree with like what they say. If it's like a group of men and like I'm the only girl, I feel like I cannot be myself, and I don't know why. And it's like, what am I catering to? Like, they're just men. Like, I don't know why I do that, but I'm gonna work on it. My teacher gave me a 0. I talked about this like earlier. I have to talk to this man, because you're just a college teacher, sir. In the sense that, like, know what that means. Like, a lot of teachers think that they're like gods or something. Like, you do change people's lives, but you can honestly traumatize them. I'm being traumatized by this teacher because, like, why are you not only giving me a 0, but then also marking me absent for being, guys, because I time, by the way, like, if I'm late to class, I know exactly how much minutes I'm late. First time I was late to this man's class, it was 3 minutes. He didn't say much. The second time I was late to his class, it was like 8 minutes late. He was like, oh, so this can't happen again. If you need to drop the class, drop the class. Are you okay? Drop the class as if I don't have tuition that's dependent on like financial aid and how much classes that I'm taking. He really just does not care, or like maybe just doesn't think about that. Like, you're a whole adult and you're talking like this. Your English class is not the most important thing in the world, sir. I'm sorry. We have a million things going on in our lives. College is a lot. I just feel like the way that he thinks is from the perspective of like, nothing else matters but English. Like, I hate teachers like that. You guys watch Netflix shows? I hope you've never watched Winx once. The Winx live action. Let's talk about the live action shows that have been coming out, like the live action things. I'm tired of the live action remakes, part 2 of a franchise like 30 years later. It'd be cute if it happened with intention and it wasn't happening like everywhere, but like that's all that's happening now. Like, can we have something original? Original thing not be traumatizing? And can it just be like a fun, goofy, silly thing that they come out with? And if it's gonna be traumatizing, make it fun at parts. Like, sometimes I'm watching a TV show and there's not a moment of peace. There's not one moment of peace. I don't know if it bothers anyone else, but it bothers me. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite thing about TV shows or like movies is when people overanalyze things on Twitter. I'm always going on Twitter, I'm always going on Pinterest, Tumblr, and I just look at what people say about like my favorite couples, just because I feel like some of the takes that they have so interesting. It could be so off base. I'm a delusional person and I will believe them. Like, okay, so he's wearing her favorite color because it symbolizes their love for each other. Okay, that makes sense. That actually does make sense, but it doesn't make sense. In my head, I'm like, that is fact now. There can't be another way to write it. But I also think the best thing about most TV shows are the characters and their relationships. I don't want to see romance. I just want to see friendships. Don't get me wrong. Friendships are cute. The only way I would say that a show doesn't need any if the plot is very articulate. Most shows need romance. Like, they need a little spice. I love seeing romance because I have such a lack of it. So like seeing how like characters are written to like flirt with each other and those dynamics kind of makes me feel like less alone in the fact that like any of that sort yet in this lifetime. I spend my life way too much about the fact that I'd never been in a relationship. When you really think about it, how much things has someone who's 18 like never done? A lot. Like, it might be an 18-year-old who has done like way less than like the average. A lot of people live life after 18, so I should think of it like that, I guess. I don't know. I think what I hate about YouTube the most is the idea that no one cares. Okay, hypothetically, right? If we think too hard about it, or like, oh my god, like we have to do what everyone else is doing so that you blend in. Why would I want to blend in? Not that I'm like the most unique person in the world, I'm not. But it's like, if everyone is doing the same thing, where are you gonna find the videos of someone doing something different? I wonder, when I graduate, like what person am I going to be? Am I going to be the same person? Because I literally don't remember what I was like 4 years ago. So like, will I remember who I am now? Will I have more friends? Will I have less friends? Potentially move into my own apartment. Shouldn't be worried about that though, because like worrying about that also kind of freaks me out. And I'm obsessed with currently, like this is actually bad. Irishman. Very specific type. Okay, I'm gonna lay it out for you. 2 people. These 2 people though, like they are the same person. Like, if that's my future husband, I'm not going to be complaining. Niall Horan and Paul Mescal, I think those 2 are just like, there's something about them. I don't know what it is. They make me want to try Guinness. I don't think I like alcohol. I don't think that I like alcohol if I was of age. If I were to be of age and drink alcohol in the United States, I don't think I would like it. Probably tastes like earwax, alcohol wipes. Asked me to try Guinness, I think I would like just for them. Also like oh my god, the way that they talk about Guinness, the way they talk let me stop. This is becoming too weird actually. My like hyper fixation is celebrity interviews. I love seeing people happy. I know that sounds weird, but it's like when you watch your favorite TV show and like your favorite characters are like laughing together, they're having cute like little moments in the show. Celebrity interviews are kind of like that sort of vibe for me, where it's like I love seeing these people who like seemingly it might be like PR or something. A lot of these celebrity interviews are just so fun and like stupid. Celebrities say the dumbest things, but it's just so comforting in a way. I'm trying to stop myself from watching it because like I watch these interviews way too much. Love seeing like insight into like celebrities interviews. I mean like the actor interviews. I don't really watch celebrity interviews outside of like actors who are doing press runs for their movies. The craziest thing is I wanted to start to be an actor at 18. Like as soon as I graduated high school, I was like, oh my god, I want to be an actor so badly. Like this is the only thing that I want to do. It's like I kind of want to study psychology. I made myself watch a lot of like actor podcasts. I had some very frightening things to say about acting to the point where I'm like, okay, this is not for me. I'm not made for this life. It takes me a long time to respond to things. I don't think I could just be like quick on my feet and say something very like funny or overthink everything. In fact, even me saying that statement is probably why I can't even say anything witty or funny in the first place. You already have the mindset that you're not all those things, and of course you're not going to be those things. Probably how it goes. The only realistic way I would be able to do it is 1, if I had money, and 2, if I like took the subway every day. I'm not taking the subway, I'm sorry. these raccoons are rampant. Outside my dorm sounds like a microphone. Like, if you put a microphone right up to someone's mouth and they just spoke, that's how my, like, outside of my dorm window sounds. Like, anytime a college student has a conversation, I can hear it. All the slurs, all the yo mama. So no, stop. I'm gonna stop that. That was embarrassing. But like, everything kind of makes me not like men more at this university, because like, you guys are goofy as hell. We're still doing the mom insults. You are grown. You are a grown 18 years old doing the mom insults still, calling people F slurs. The fuck up. Grow the fuck up. I don't despise men. Fortunately, something in my subconscious still kind of wants approval from them. Weird. I don't know what the psychology of that is. Like, my brother's weird, my dad is weirder. All love though. Got a lot of snacks, and I've just been eating so much snacks. I don't even know why I'm so hungry. I'm supposed to save this for tomorrow, and I ate it, so now I don't have breakfast. I didn't believe the myth of like, oh, like when you age, like you're gonna go through so much changes. I'm 18, like things are starting to ache. So surprised. I didn't believe it, and that's a problem because I'm 18 right now, and I know a lot of people think that that's ancient. If you're 11, if you're 12, if you're 13, you probably think that's ancient. Well, honey boo boo, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I was your age merely 7 years ago, and I know that seems like light years. I didn't think that either. I didn't think that I would reach 18. I was like 9, 8, 11. I'm like, that seems like the end of life right there. Like 18, I'm gonna have 10 careers. I'm gonna be married and have kids. Psych. I never ever thought of having kids ever at that age. I was a kid. I still am a kid. Funny is like, I don't have baby fever. I just feel like I don't know a lot about kids because I was like the youngest child, but like I'm selfish. Like I want to live life. Understand the heck of like having something to pass on to your kids and like growing that with the family. But like right now I'm at the stage where I'm like even if I find my man, I don't know, like I'm like my future man, I'm just thinking like, okay, I'm just gonna have to like thug it out. My future man, like even if he's cute, I just babies are so stressful. I was in the store the other day with my mom, and this might be evil, so like if you think I'm evil, tell me that I'm evil for saying this in the comments. With my mom, and this baby started crying. The thing that always like kills me about babies crying, this is so fucked up, but I'm just like, the cry is not even like a normal cry. It's not just like a it's like a I think like, oh, it's really trying to say something and it just can't communicate it. Not in a way, okay, I'm laughing because I'm like, dang, like in a very sad, like I don't know how to explain it, in a very sad way where I'm like, this is really fucked up that like babies can't just say outright what they want to say, because like you can tell when a baby's just crying. Like, I don't know type of baby cries where it's like, okay, if like this baby's crying this way and it's like, oh, they're just crying because like they want food, or if this baby's crying another way, nah, they want to have a freaking conversation. They just can't communicate. And I know like some people would think that's like sad, but I think I laughed because I was like, dang, like sometimes you laugh out of like pity, like dang, don't tell me you don't. They just want to say, I need my blanket, I need my blankie, pig slushy, oh, I need my pig plushie, you know. But I'm not evil. Depends on the cry. Like if a baby's crying a certain way, I'm like, okay, now I want to cry. But if a baby's crying in another way, I'm like, oh dang, like it just makes me laugh. And I think that's the 30 minutes. 30 minutes.